since she was probably like 2 years old. Anyway, she's getting older now. She just started 3rd grade. She just turned 9 this summer. And she's such a sweet, like, imaginative kiddo. And I love that. Like, I love the innocence of childhood. I think kids grow up way too fast nowadays with phones and like social media. It actually breaks my heart. Truly, it breaks my heart. So I try to keep her as like sheltered, but in like, just because like I want her safe, and I just don't want her to grow up too fast. I think I grew up too quickly, and I kind of missed out on more of that childhood, just freedom, I guess you could say. But anyway, so I love the imagination, like the creativeness of kids, and like holidays. I love believing like fairies and all of that sort of thing. Okay, to say the least. Anyway, so she is getting older, and a lot of her friends and classmates have been bringing up like Santa Claus and whether he's real or not, and that's fine. I mean, everybody, this I know can kind of be like a controversial topic for parents, or people in general, because some people feel like it's like lying to your children by telling them like they're Santa Claus, or I don't know, anything like that. And I myself have never felt like that, because like I said, I love keeping kids and just that playfulness. I think it's sweet and fun. I always thought it was fun. Like, I never had this like traumatic experience finding out Santa wasn't real. Like, that never happened for me. I eventually just grew up and realized it was just fun and games, and I enjoyed it. But anyway, my daughter is like a very honest person. Like, she's so honest, she cannot tell a lie to save her life. And so people in her class have been talking about whether like Santa's real, things like that. And she was telling me the other day, like, you know, so and so said he's not real, but then I said, who gets you all the extra presents then? Like, we always get like one gift from Santa or something like that at Christmas time. And she was like so matter of fact, like, then who does this? You know, mic drop. And I was just like, right, like, good point. And I was talking to my husband about it later that night, just like, when do we tell her, like, you know, there was possibly a Saint Nick, you know, but all of it in general, like I mentioned, like St. Patrick's Day, we love doing like leprechaun stuff, and like a mermaid. She's always asking me like if mermaids are real, or unicorns, and I always say to her like, well, I've never seen one, right? But that doesn't mean that it's not real. I mean, maybe, I mean, who actually knows? There's so much of the ocean we have not like seen or been to or discovered. Same with space. And so I'm someone who's like, you know what, who can say for sure, right? I'm not someone who will like fight to the death with someone over something like whether the earth is flat or round. To be honest, like, I don't care. I really don't care. Because does it change anything? No, it really doesn't change anything. Like, I'm not about to get on a boat and go try to find the ends of the ocean. But if someone wanted to do that, who cares? Let them. I mean, okay, now I'm getting like off topic. Okay, back to my story. So basically what I am wondering is, wanting help from you guys with going as long as you want to, and it's part of just fun and imagination, like I was just telling you. And I said, and your little brother, when he gets older, like, you'll get to help me do these for him too, and get to enjoy this, because not only is it just like a fun thing, but it's like a good bonding time. Like, we had so much fun over the years coming up with all these elaborate like leprechaun traps, and writing letters to Santa at the North Pole, and doing Elf on the Shelf. You know, that's a big one. That is a big hot topic. My sister doesn't love Elf on the Shelf, and that's fine. I understand why some people don't want to do that, but me personally, I have so much fun every single night before the morning time in December, setting them up. And it just, the look on their faces, like the kids' faces when they wake up and they find him, it's like priceless. It is sweet and innocent, and I love it. I do. But anyway, so now I'm in this tricky situation where I kind of have to break the news to her that it is just, you know, pretend. And I told her, like, you know, I love the Renaissance Festival, I'm also such a hermit. I don't really leave my house, so that's good for your skin. Hey, save your skin. Don't leave your house. My husband would not like that because he is such a go-goer, like as like extroverted as you can get. That's my husband, kind of. I swear, they always like the biggest introverts. I don't know what I said. And the biggest extroverts always find each other. And I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but it's just the way it is. And it's also like the biggest annoyances in our relationship is like, he can't stand that I always want to be home. Whereas I can't stand that he always wants me to like go out with him places. I don't care if he wants to go out by himself or go meet up with friends or go like pick up a hobby or go golfing or something. But he always like wants me with him. And that's hard because I do activities. Like I will do activities every day. But he wants them like every day, 5 times a day, if he could. Like, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other video. But yeah, so the beauty of like those beauty icons back in the day, like I would say, I'm gonna wait for this truck. Take your sweet time, truck. He's like, I will take my sweet time, thank you. I don't know if you can hear that, but I would say it's like early 2000s, maybe 2010. That look, I had like super dark hair. I like had my mom color my hair so dark, and then I was so tan, and I did like super black shadow and like that ultra like nude lip, you know, like your concealer as lipstick basically. Yeah, that was an interesting time for sure. People always say like, this girl, she is giving 2016, like me. And yeah, I probably am with my makeup. I just like, I don't know, I love a full glam, full coverage, full glam look. I can't do, yeah, I could do more of that natural look. I do the natural look almost every day, but as far as like being on video and stuff, I just love a full glam. It's just like so satisfying for me to like watch videos with full glam. I don't know why, it just is. But anyway, what am I talking about? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't even know. Guys, hi. How are you doing? It must be like another street's garbage day, I think, because it sounds like a garbage truck. And like the beep, 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 like backing up sound I can hear too. This morning, okay, oh my goodness, I've been rambling a lot. So, last thing I'll say. I can hear that truck and it's driving me crazy. Let's just take this time to breathe. Okay, I think he's going away now. Okay, good. Okay, last little story I'll say. It's not even a story, to be honest. It was just this morning when I was driving back after dropping my kids off. I was kind of like in a hurry because I wanted to get home so I could start like making videos. And because it's like rare that I don't have my kids with me, so like if they're not with me, I have that like pressure to like use every second to do something productive. Like, but anyway, so I was kind of like in a hurry to get home, and I was at like a stoplight, funny because he just